I'm here now with Ian from AutoFiber.
Yes, sir.
So, Ian, we met yesterday.
Yep.
And I'm just excited to nerd out about all things microfiber. So first, introduce yourself to the people and just tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are and tell us about AutoFiber.
Yeah, I'm Ian from AutoFiber. I've had this business for 25 years now. So when I graduated from college in 2001, I wanted to start an e-commerce business. That was like right at the beginning of e-commerce. So my dad had a business selling microfiber towels. He was one of the first people to start importing the product into America, like in the mid-90s. And I just bought wholesale some of the products from his company and was off to the races. I didn't think I'd be doing this 25 years later, but definitely built a good business with great products. And like the ethos of AutoFiber is trying to be innovative and come up with new products to solve problems for detailers. So I'm big on taking feedback from detailers and applying that and trying to improve the products constantly.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I didn't actually realize AutoFiber had been around that long. That's
actually, cool. AutoFiber hasn't. So, if you go back into the Wayback Machine, the Wayback Machine, like you can check the history of websites and you look up AutoFiber. I built the first AutoFiber website in 2003.
Okay.
But I didn't really end up building the brand. It became like a wholesale business. So we were like supplying a bunch of the auto detailing supply companies and brands with their microfiber, and they were like rebranding them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But then once microfiber kind of became commoditized about 10 years ago, I realized I needed to build a brand around the product, and so I resurrected the AutoFiber brand.
Gotcha.
So that we could, it's easy to on the internet with a microfiber towel to take a popular product and copy the color and the GSM and all the specs of the towel and sell a lower quality version. So I needed to tie like a quality brand to the product so people understood. And that's pretty much what AutoFiber means in the detailing industry. Is really high quality microfiber.
Okay,
product.
Right on. It is really good quality microfiber. I've used a good bit of it.
Yeah.
And okay, I heard you talk about this a minute ago, and I wanted to ask. So you were talking about an applicator, like a tire applicator.
Yep. And
you were testing it along with different tire shines. Is that how your R&D process goes? You kind of match to certain products?
Yeah. Well, because so I developed the tire saver applicator before I had ever used the Koch Chemie products, and you guys have that tire glaze product, which is a phenomenal product. But
it is.
It's like a lot of guys are applying tire shine like with a brush or with a foam applicator, and because the product has like a really high viscosity, like you pour it into the brush and it just soaks through the bristles or soaks through the foam. And so I was testing another product that had a similar, like, it was a solvent-based product like that one.
Gotcha, okay.
And that was the problem. And so we had the saver applicators, and I was like, okay, let's try to apply that saver applicator technology with the plastic barrier layer that prevents the coating from soaking through.
I was about to ask if that's what the saver was. It's got like a non-absorbent thing underneath that layer
so
of
there's
microfiber?
the microfiber, and then there's like a plastic barrier layer. And so we developed that for the coating products, right? And that's been a very popular product. But the same problem happens with the tire shine.
Okay.
And so, when I started using the tire glaze, I was like, gosh, it's perfect with the saver applicator.
Okay. I'll have to try that out, because currently I do tire shine with one of the KCX, the soft black sponges.
Yeah.
And I see no issue, but if I was, turned on to something better, I should try that.
Yeah,
I should try one of those.
And so it's a foam, or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big hunk of foam. It's real soft.
Yeah, those work. I mean, it works.
I should try one of those savers, actually.
Yeah, so the saver, we recently launched ones that have like a curved face for them.
Yes, I saw that. Okay.
And we have 3 different sizes for different profile.
That's cool.
Tires,
I should try one of those.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, speaking of new products, I wanted to bring up the mitt on a stick.
Yeah.
With the Rag Company.
Yep.
How did that come to be?
Yeah, so the mitt on a stick we've been like iterating on for like 10 years with new versions and coming out, improving the product. And last year...
I will actually say, there's a lot of companies that make something similar.
Yeah.
Every time I see videos of yours and like how the microfiber like hooks onto the head and everything, it looks awesome.
Yeah, well, and that's comes from our design ethos of trying to improve the product.
100%. That's what I think y'all have done with that.
Yeah,
with that
for sure.
product.
Yeah, so we've been based on customer feedback.
Yeah.
So, but what happened last SEMA? So a year ago, like today, probably, we were launching it, and the guys at the Rad Company asked, they had, I think we had sent them a sample or something before we had launched it, and they had been using it, and they liked it, and they asked if we could make them their own custom version. And we've collaborated on other stuff before. They're a competitor, but they're also like a friend.
Yeah.
So we will work together on projects. We've done saver applicators together.
Yeah, okay.
And so, yeah, the Mid-on-Stick's a great product. They like the product, and instead of like trying to re-engineer it and try to solve all those problems again, it was, easier for them and good for us, mutually beneficial for us to make the product together.
Yeah.
And make them their own exclusive version.
Yeah, and it looks great in that gray.
It's awesome, yeah. We've had a lot of customers coming to us asking us to buy it, and it's like, no, sorry, you got to go buy it.
Got to get it from them. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that was a really cool move. When I saw the post about it, I was like, that's just good for everyone.
Yep.
Keeps everything friendly. I think that's a really good move.
Yeah, and that's how we try to operate. We've been operating like that for years, ever since we met. So
yeah. Well, what do you think of SEMA so far?
SEMA's awesome. We didn't get a booth this year.
So you've just been floating?
Just floating, yeah. And we've had a booth. The first year we got a booth, I think, was 2016 or 17. So it's been like almost 10 years since I've got to walk the show. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the North Hall, and there's all kinds of cool new products over there and different vendors. And I don't know, it's a different vibe when you're not stuck in your booth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's a little bit more chill, and
completely.
you get to talk to people more like privately.
Yeah.
In your booth, there's like just, I don't know, you're like a chicken with your head cut off.
Yeah, it does feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
So, speaking of getting back to product pairings.
Yep.
Is there any specific product pairings with KCX products that you've really liked?
Gosh,
because we gotta tell the people what towel to use with our products.
Yeah, I mean, the Scrub Ninjas are huge. Like with the cleaner products, like the Green Star.
Yep. I love my Scrub Ninja.
Yeah. So, and then we also came out with, we just released like this 5-finger dreadnought mitt. It's made with, and I've been testing it with like your leather. What's the leather?
Leather conditioner.
Leather
Star.
conditioner. Yeah, Leather Star.
Yep.
Great product. Like that.
That is a really good product.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
So it's a finger mitt to just kind of get in
so
there?
it's a mitt. It's a 5-finger mitt it's got the dreadnought on the surface, and then it's like the Dreadnought Max, which has another layer of microfiber in between, and then it has the saver applicator on the inside.
Okay.
So it doesn't like bleed through. The chemicals don't bleed through into your hand, cool. And so for like applying like a leather conditioner, you can get into all the cracks and the crevices, right? And
that's
you could
cool.
like, so that when you're applying it with an applicator, or I don't like to get that stuff on my hands.
Yeah.
Right? And you use gloves anyway.
Yeah. That's cool to get in,
Yeah, you can get in. It's way more efficient.
And so it's a Dreadnought weave, which is a twist
loop? Pile, yeah.
Twist
twist pile type.
Kind of long, kind of not long.
Kind of medium
length.
Yeah.
Because I've got a Dreadnought drying towel.
Yep.
Just a black one.
Yeah.
And I really like it, but I wouldn't have thought of that weave for something on the interior, but I'm sure it works really well.
Yeah, I really like it. So I originally was developing that product to make a mitt for like drying wheels, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes drying wheels
That's what I thought you were going to say when you said 5-finger Dreadnought. I was like, oh, wheels.
That's what it was for originally. And then I started realizing like you can just detail the interior of a car way faster with this mitt.
Yeah. That does sound cool.
Yeah,
I would, like I said, I would not have thought of a twist loop because I know just in my head I know that as drying.
Well, the twist,
mostly.
and the twist loop is advantageous in the sense that it like creates less friction when you're wiping, so you can just move faster.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of a real long, like a real plush towel because they get linty. I'm not crazy about that, so I keep a real low pro towel. I actually have Mr. Everything's.
Yeah, those are great
for interiors.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, those are great. The problem with that is like you're just fumbling with the towel all the time, right?
If it falls, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
and you have to switch to a new towel. And a lot of times, like with the with that type of product, like the conditioners and stuff, it builds up in the towel.
Yeah.
So with that protective barrier layer in it, the product actually goes further.
Yeah.
Right, because it starts to saturate the mitt. And then you can just work it for longer into all those different areas.
Okay, that's just like you were talking about solving problems. I would never have thought of a saver like non-absorbent twist loop mitt for interiors. That's just not a combination I would have ever thought of.
No, and it wasn't. It was an accident, really.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
a new thing. Sometimes how the best stuff comes about.
For sure, and I think who knows? We'll see what the market thinks. It's something we just launched it, so
how recently?
Like within the last couple weeks.
Okay, gotcha.
So pretty much nobody really knows about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I was trying to make, because even though I mostly use air now, like compressed air with the Tornador type tool.
I also need to get one of those.
Yeah,
I've been procrastinating buying one.
Those are huge, but drying wheels to get those last little drips is a pain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
And if you don't have that type of tool to blow out all those areas, and then sometimes you still have to go in and touch it up.
Yeah.
But the mitt is just way faster.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because you're not fumbling with the towel.
Yeah. Any other product pairings you want to... Any other product pairings you've been enjoying?
Yeah. I don't know. If I had the whole list of the
had
products,
the one in front of you, yeah, it's fair. It's a long line.
Yeah,
but no. Every time I see something like new from y'all, or like actually we were talking the other day about those seat covers.
Yeah,
y'all make everything, man.
Yeah, we try to. Yeah,
those seat covers are cool.
They're cool. Yeah, so actually one product that I really like, Gummy Fix.
Oh,
I love
so
that product.
Good. It's so good. It's so easy to use.
Yeah, and so the thing I like about it is, when it comes to detailing, I like trying to remove steps from the process.
100%.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
So like with most like products you use on like mats, you have to wash the mat, rinse the mat, dry the mat, apply the product. And with Gummy Fix, I clean the mat, I rinse it, and then I apply the Gummy Fix, and then I dry the mat. So I apply it when it's wet, and it works. Like, I feel like you actually use less product because it's already like extra lubricated, and it doesn't end up like lowering the effectiveness of what it brings back.
Do you take like a towel or an applicator or anything and kind of level it off, or you just kind of let it dry and it's even?
No, I dry it with a towel or spread it out with the applicator.
Gotcha.
Right, because that's the thing with the mat. You can't just let a mat just dry. You have to like smooth everything out.
Yeah.
Right?
So
or else it'll get like, you can get weird like
spots in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I do to save myself some effort more than anything, I'll take the mats out of the car at the beginning of the detail, clean them, rinse them, and throw them in the sun, and they'll just dry. And then I'll come back to them at the end, Gummy Fix, level. I spray Gummy Fix, level with just one of those little microfiber applicator square Johnnies, and level it all out, get it looking good, and I'll put it back in the car. So I kind of like Green Star, brush, rinse, and then kind of forget about them through the rest of the car. I never thought about spraying Gummy Fix on wet to save some time. That's a good.
Yeah, well, I've been asking people if they do it, right? So
what if people said, are other people doing that?
No, nobody's said they've done it yet, but I like to try to figure out ways to remove a step.
Yeah, no, I would not have thought of Gummy Fix wet. I don't see any reason that wouldn't work though.
It's working for me. So when you leave them out in the sun, do you get like spotting or anything? No. Mm-mm. Okay.
But mine are factory Tacoma mats, so they're the real floppy ones.
Okay.
Factory Toyota floor mats. They're not WeatherTechs, the stiffer ones.
Yeah.
WeatherTechs may act different. maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of seat time. When I bought my truck, my car I had before was all carpet floor mats, leather seats, everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a reason to own Gummy Fix. And then when I got my truck, then I got some Gummy Fix, since I had rubber mats. But they're the factory ones, so you pull them out and they're real floppy. So that might be a different process, but I might try some.
Yeah, try it and let me know how.
Wet Gummy Fix application.
Yeah, I feel like the product goes way further too.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong product.
Yeah, it is. It smells very strong too.
Yeah.
That's got quite the aroma to it.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are there anything else new down the pipeline from AutoFiber that you can talk about, or do you want to keep it all a secret?
Yeah, it's mostly a secret. I don't like to.
All right.
Yeah.
All
but we
right.
got a bunch of cool new stuff. I've been learning how to do like my own 3D design and modeling.
Ooh, like CAD stuff?
Yeah, CAD stuff,
Cool.
like SolidWorks and Fusion.
Okay.
And I've got some 3D printers now that I'm using to prototype stuff faster.
All right.
So like with the mid on a stick, for example, or the barrel blade, I would like draw pictures of the stuff that I wanted and send it to the factory, and then they would like create 3D printed versions, and we would go back and forth, and it just took too much time.
Gotcha.
So I think I can iterate faster and solve problems faster.
Yeah.
By
So-
designing the stuff and then prototyping in the 3D printing.
Gotcha. So I have a barrel blade light.
Yeah.
Is that how that got done? Was a drawing, like a hand drawing by you?
Yeah,
That's
basically,
funny,
yeah.
man. That's so funny. That's a good wheel brush though.
Yeah,
I like
well, originally, so the original barrel blade, gosh, I spent like 5 years on that, going back and forth with the factory with different shapes and different designs, and it took very long. So the barrel blade light was trying to make a less expensive version, because that one's kind of expensive. The main complaint about the original barrel blade was it's like almost $50. So
I mean, if you didn't get any like actual product complaints on it, that's
no,
I'd call
never,
that a win.
No, yeah, exactly. So one thing I've learned is if people aren't complaining that your price is too high, then your price is too low. You're always going to get people that complain that the price is too high.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But the barrel blade light is cool because it's way lighter.
It is.
Yeah, way lighter. The only difference is it doesn't like hold its flex.
Yeah, I haven't had an issue with that though.
No, me
personally.
either. No, it's not an issue at all. Yeah.
Mostly, I guess it's personal, but I'll do just barrels all the way around, because the thing with the one that will bend, the OG barrel blade, is you can bend and get behind spokes, right?
Exactly.
Was that the idea? Because that's what I've heard people say.
Or just bend it into like more of a curved shape so that you can get a little bit more leverage for scrubbing.
Okay. Like I said, I'd heard people say you can bend it and do the backs of spokes, but I'll usually just take like a mitt or something and get back there.
That's usually how I do it. Yeah.
But I like my barrel blade. It's good. But it's just funny knowing now that was done like you drawing on a napkin or something. That's funny.
I mean, it's just like drawings. I'll use a ruler and sketch stuff out. I've always like been a person that sketched stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not good enough at drawing to do that. But
you know what else?
Cool,
what else is cool? Green Star is a great floor cleaner. I don't know if you've ever used it to like mop floors.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at our training facility in Atlanta, at Atlanta Motorsports Park, it's a garage, and there's 2 cars kept in there, and one was leaking something, and we had like people on their way to take a class, and we were like, we can't have oil all over. Someone's gonna slip, fall, whatever. And Green Star and wiped it up, good as new.
Yeah, we have epoxy floors in our store, and we use Green Star to clean the floors.
Green Star will clean anything. It's awesome.
Yeah.
My wife actually loves it because if we run out of a cleaner around the house, and if we need to like wipe something down, if I know it's a surface that Green Star won't like do anything to, then I'll just grab Green Star out of like all my detailing stuff, and she loves it.
So are there surfaces that it isn't good for?
Actually, not really. It's not caustic, so it won't dry out plastic. But around the house, I just don't want to get it on any like fabric, and it doesn't smell the best, stuff like that. So I try to be a little bit more careful with it around the house. But
I like the smell of it. Actually, it's kind of like a fresh, neutral. There's not like a real. It's like a clean scent. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. It smells a little chemically, but
okay.
MZR smells good. MZR is the good one. That one smells really, really nice.
You know, I haven't used that one. So how's that one different than
Green Star?
Yeah.
So MZR. So Green Star was a lot of people were reaching for Green Star for if you needed the extra pH, the extra cleaning power.
Yeah,
because
MZR has
pH.
a lower pH, or
MZR is the same pH level as Green Star.
Okay.
But the the degreasing agent in Green Star, if you weren't careful with it on interior, like delicate surfaces, it can kind of stain, kind of discolor, it can leave marks, things like that. If you're really, really not careful with it, like you'd have to let it dry and apply way too much, and you'd have to do something crazy. So MZR was brought in because you have the same cleaning like bite, but you don't have that harsh degreaser that Green Star has. That's what makes Green Star really good in like engine bays and stuff, because it's got a really good degreaser in it.
Now, what about for like a pre-wash? Because Green Star is like a really good like pre-wash.
It is, but that's where we turn people to Multi-Star.
Okay.
Because it's more dilutable.
Okay.
Green Star is a pre-wash, you'll run like 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Most people do. Multi-Star is as effective, if not more effective, at 30 to 1.
Okay, and so, but does Multi-Star have the same pH?
Yes, actually higher. It's 13.
Okay.
13 and some change.
All right, that's something I haven't used Multi-Star.
Yeah, people do use Green Star as a pre-wash, and when asked, we always tell people Multi-Star because it is more effective at a lower dilution.
And what about like with the APCs like that in a pre-wash, like one of the dangers is like staining of trim and stuff like that. How does that?
Maybe with other ones. Like I said, the good thing with Green Star is it's not caustic. So
I've never had a problem with Green
won't dry
Star
out
with
plastics.
That. Yeah.
Really caustic all-purpose cleaners, if you think like your run-of-the-mill like big box all-purpose cleaners, those can get caustic, and that's where you get into like staining plastics and stuff. Yeah. From my knowledge, at least.
And then Polestar is...
Polestar's our gentle surface interior cleaner. Leather, Alcantara, suede, fabric.
And I used that one with the mitt. It worked really well.
Yeah, I might have to get in on one of those mitts. That sounds really fun. Yeah. Mostly just from you just get in with your fingers.
No, and you can get into all the spaces and it just works faster.
I need to get in on that. But,
it was cool because I used two different mitts, so I used Polestar to clean the leather and spraying it on the surface and then wiping it with the mitt. And then I used another mitt and I would pour the leather cleaner, Leather Star into the mitt.
So what you need to get on is you need to get our little pump foamer.
Yeah.
That it creates a real thick, like a shaving cream type of foam. Yes. Real thick, real airy.
Yeah, I know those. Yeah. You cut like the color lock, like the mild cleaner.
Yeah, it's that same bottle, but we sell them empty.
Okay.
And you run Polestar like 10 to 1 in one of those.
Okay.
And the foam is way drier, and that is what a lot of people prefer for leather, because you're not introducing as much water to the leather. If you spray it out of a spray bottle, you're applying a lot more water to that leather. With one of those pump foamers, it comes out and it applies way easier on leather, and you're not making the leather you're not applying too much moisture.
And that's for the Polestar.
Yes.
Yeah, for the cleaning.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that's a good trick for leather.
Cool.
But and then like I said, the MZR, Polestar to MZR, we got a lot of questions about. That's where Polestar is your soft surface cleaner, all your like textiles and soft surfaces, and then MZR would be where we point people for hard surfaces. Dashboards, door panels, some steering wheels, like hard plastics and stuff.
Okay.
But that's kind of where all that fits in. So,
it's cool. Koch Chemie's one product line where every time I try a new product, like I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. It has that effect. Yeah, every time you try something new, you're like, this is good.
Yeah,
I'll stick with this. That's what we hear a lot.
Yeah.
But
the other cool thing is we have like a little detail supply store in San Diego, and customers come in looking for Koch Chemie products. Yeah.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Good. It's a good combo right there.
Yeah.
Koch Chemie and AutoFiber.
When people want Koch Chemie, it's they're looking for a specific thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be sold or taught anything.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's they get introduced to it probably on the internet.
Yeah.
And then it's just down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's a lot of Josh V. Josh V lives close to us.
Oh,
so there's a lot of Josh V fans that are coming in looking for. Yeah, we saw him yesterday for a little while, but it's been so how's your second day of SEMA going? It's awesome. Yeah. Like I said, walking the show is awesome. So for the first 10 years of the business, like I would come here every year and just walk the show and meet people. And now I've been stuck in a booth for like 10 years. Yeah. And what do you prefer? Floating or booth? I thought I liked the booth, but after today and yesterday, I really do like floating. It's less stressful.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
because
don't have setup or anything like that. You just kind of show up.
Yeah, you just show up.
That probably is really easy.
And you can, like, if I'm talking to somebody in somebody else's booth, like, there's nobody else coming up to, like,
right.
interrupt.
Yeah.
There's less pressure to, like, talk to everybody.
Everybody that comes by.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I probably, honestly, dodging setup, that's a pro move. That's a good day. 'Cause setup day is something else.
It's having the booth, like, is pretty awesome. Like,
Yeah.
there's just a central place for everybody to come and talk and see the products and launching the products and everything.
Me and you didn't meet last year, but I saw your booth. You weren't far from us. Your booth looked really good.
Yeah, we were just over the corner, over on the other side. We'll be back next year with the booth.
With a booth? Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll hang out.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to tell the people about?
No, not really. Just
right.
I appreciate the business and the support, and I really like Koch Chemie products and testing them with our products.
Yeah. I'll bring that back up.
Yeah.
I just appreciate Koch Chemie even being in your testing process.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It is super cool. Well, I wasn't like one of the first adopters of Koch Chemie. It's taken a while for me to use them and learn about them, and I just keep coming back to them. So
yeah.
I think that's a real testament to how well they're developed and made.
Yeah.
And I test all kinds of different products. We have a lot of companies sending us products and stuff to test. And I would say Koch Chemie is like S tier.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We hope that makes your testing process easier for your products.
Well, that's one thing, like with microfiber, like it works different. Different towels work different with different products
100%.
and different processes.
100%.
So you really have to test them with all different types of stuff. And when it comes to detailing, there's no really right way to do anything.
Yeah.
10 different detailers will have 10 different processes and products and get the same result.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's got what works best in their, scenario or what they like. It's also, I think, to me, it's a tactile thing. I gotta like how it feels when I'm doing it.
Yep.
So, one thing that actually comes to mind is waffle weave towels. I love waffle weave on glass, and so many people have been like, "You don't actually need waffle weave," but I'm like, "Yeah, I like it." You know what I mean? Like,
I think
it's stuff like that.
I think the waffle weave is one of the best towels for glass.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and I don't know if my mind will ever be changed.
No, well, we do. I might change your mind in about 3 to 4 months.
Oh, okay. Now you got me all excited.
But the hard part about glass is it's different in different environments, right? Like the humidity really affects the way that different glass cleaners work.
Oh,
and even the way different types of glass
or if it's
are
hot
cleaned.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the towels affect it differently.
Yeah.
So glass is the hardest part of detailing.
Yeah. Well, man, I really appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you nerding out about microfiber with me.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling your story.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to plug anything to the people?
No, I don't
Website, Instagram, socials, anything?
Yeah, I mean, AutoFiber, I think we're pretty easy to find out there.
I think everything's just under the word AutoFiber.
Yeah, autofiber.com, all our socials, AutoFiber, so we're not hard to find.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, we will be back at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Me and Justin will be back to tell everybody about day 3. We'll be all hopped up on Koch Chemie energy drinks. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.